Yo, welcome back everyone. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft video. Today I'm going to continue on with what I started last time, which was the Applied Energistics mod. Last time we made this basic vibration chamber, some growth accelerator, and this charger, and figured out how to use them to get some of the basic stuff we need. Next thing we're going to need to make is the Inscriber, I believe. So the Inscriber is made with any of the sort of fluix crystals, a couple of sticky pistons, and some iron. So let's quickly grab that. I've done a bit more mining as well. You might have noticed. I found that I was running a bit short on iron, and yeah, absolutely needed some more materials. So let's see if I can remember how to make a piston. Yes. Now we're going to need 2 of these. Slime? Do I have slime? Yes, I do have slime. Let's grab 2 sticky pistons, and do I have a fluix? Yes. So I finished off last time with us growing some of these, so I've now made 10 of those, which is pretty handy. Excellent, there's our inscriber. So that's the first thing we need. Now logic, what's that? Name press, silicon press, logic, engineering and calculation. So one of the things I also did is I went and found another meteor thing. So over here, using this meteorite compass. Now you see if it's in your hand, in fact even in your toolbar, it points the direction of the next meteor. I'm not sure how to reset it because the one that it's pointing to at the moment I've already been to and gotten stuff out of. So I have an engineering, a silicon, and I've got 2 logic presses. I don't know why there's an iron in there. Let's take that out. So yeah, and the quartz fiber I'm going to use as well. So first of all though, one of the things that we're going to need is, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to look, so that connects there, which is good, so the inscriber can now work. And we're going to need an now let's look for Applied Energistics. So the ME controller, Skystone block. Now this is the bit that's going to take us a bit to make, an engineering processor. This needs both a printed silicon and a printed engineering circuit. Now the printed silicon is the Inscriber silicon press with some silicon. Oh, and the silicon can only be made in a sag mill, and the sag mill, yikes. So I'm going to need clay blocks. I'm going to need some RF, so I'm going to need to get my power situation sorted. I'm going to need to make a sag mill. Alright, so we have a few more things that we're going to need to do before we can make this. Oh, we need a machine chassis as well, which needs a basic capacitor, copper, gold nuggets, and redstone. I think I actually have some of that. Yep, copper, gold nuggets, redstone. Okay, cool, so we can make that. And then we need some iron bars. Now, was it like that? Nope. Like that. Machine chassis. And then another piston, some flint. Yeah, okay, so let's get that going. Okay, so what I might do is, as I always do when stuff starts to take a bit of time, is I will cut the video, go away, figure out what I'm doing in terms of needing some things. I mean, this is what happens when I ad hoc the videos. Like I sort of go into each video roughly knowing what I need, but not really knowing what I need. So I'm going to need to make some that powered by RF, which is Ender IO. So let's make a furnace generator. Oh, let's see where we get to. Let's see where we get to. So we need a furnace. We need an iron block. Oh, what else do we need for that? 2 redstone. All right, so there, redstone. That, and we have our furnace generator. Cool. So we might be able to get away with just placing some stuff here. So let's. What do we want to do? Let's go like that and like that. And that holds 500,000 RF, and this holds 100,000 RF. All right, so over here I also have managed to make some, where are we? Charcoal. So what I might end up doing as well is I've done this power situation before in early, oh no, not in there, in there. All right, power level. Cool, so that is powering it without the need for any cables, which means obviously it's just coming out the side. So we get 40 seconds from each one of these, and 40 seconds is enough to give us... Yeah, okay, so we're good with that amount in there, so we'll let that generate for a bit. The next thing we're going to need is some clay. As I was saying, I've done the coke oven thing before, but I think it's time to resurrect the coke oven. I remember doing it a few other times. And I try and do something different every time, but in this instance there's a few mods that I want to check out and things like that, so I might just do a coke oven sort of setup, get my tree farm going properly. Oh, look at that silicon. Alright, so this is not going to take too long at all to get things sorted. When we get most of the, quite a bit of the clay back as well, that's pretty good. So yeah, get the tree farm sorted. I have actually been experimenting with these big oak trees, the dark, where are we? Dark oak wood. You plant them in a 4x4 like this. These ones have just grown, so you get quite a bit more wood out of each one. So I'm going to see what I can do about automating those. I'm not sure what mods we've got in place. Potentially Mine Factory Reloaded if we've got them. Mine Factory? Yeah, we got Mine Factory Reloaded in here. Wow, they've added a bunch of extra stuff. So, wow, they really have added a bunch of stuff. So I might do something with the old harvester and planter type setup for that. I don't think they have the other multi-block one that we used to have. Multi-farm? I can't remember what they were. Look, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, I might go for the planter and harvester and get some trees going later. Later down the track, though. Later down the track. For now, we need the Inscriber silicon press and silicon. So, we need to go and get our silicon press. We put that in there. The silicon in. Can we put more in? No, we can only put one in at a time. And this needs to power it. Let's just take that off so we're not. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. They stack. Cool, they stack. That's good. Awesome. So there we have some of those. The next thing we needed was... So we've got the printed silicon. Now we need the printed engineering circuit, which is made with an engineering press and a diamond. Pretty sure I have an engineering press. Yep, I do. I need a diamond. Don't think I've got many of these. 4. Alright, I'm going to use 2 of them. And that'll mean I've got one in reserve. So where are we? Engineering press, diamond. Now one of those charcoal seems to last quite a long time in there. Until it runs out like that. Okay, so we're going to need to put another bit of charcoal in there. It's a bit of a waste of charcoal at this point, but oh well, it's okay. Okay, and then finally, the engineering circuit, silicon, and redstone. So we go 2 redstone, which we can't put 2 in at once. Wow, we can't put 2 of anything in at once. Done, and ding, ding, ding. Alright, so it automatically chooses if we shift click them. That's handy to know. And now we have 2 engineering processes. Excellent. So let's put that back, that back, that back. Got those 2. And now we need skystone blocks, which is made from smelting skystone. Now in here I have quite a bit of skystone, so let's separate out 4 of them. Actually, can we do it in here? This might be a better way of doing it. No, we can't. That's annoying. Oh, some iron that I was doing. So we finished that, finished with that. We need those on us potentially. So we're also going to need that, and we're going to need 4 of these. Now hopefully at the end of this episode what I'm going to end up with is I'm going to have an ME controller that's powered, albeit sort of temporarily, and I think I'm going to try and use the ME drive. So I do need 2 more processors, and I need a couple more cables. So the cables were made with 2 crystals and things. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. So we've got 2 of those, and 2 and 2. Let's grab cable, so that's good, lot of cable for that. We're going to need, we're going to need 1 more diamond for that press. And we have these done. So I hope you can follow this. I'm sort of skipping between doing lots of things at once. So, ME controller, well done. And now over here we need engineering press again. Let's go for that. Now this has lasted a long time. I wonder if it only burns when it's actually needing something. That's kind of interesting. One of those. Cool. That's a pretty cool little graphic. Chamber. Cool. So there's 2 of those. And now we need our drive, which was 4 iron. I have to use this one over here. 1 above, 1 below. 4 iron, and what was it on the other side? Cables. Look at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the, this is going to be all above ground until I can be bothered. Wow, look at that. They've made that a lot prettier, haven't they? Cool. And what else am I going to need? I'm going to need an access terminal, or whatever it's called these days. So where are we? Mannequin sensor, no. There's a chest, a drive, a controller. Where is it? What's that? Crystal growth, grindstone. Chest, interface. Cell workbench? Is it a cell workbench maybe? What's that? It's a cable facade. What's that? ME terminal. Okay, so now we're getting to the stuff that we want. There's a storage monitor, storage bus, and a terminal. I don't know how we get the crafting terminal going. That's an interface terminal. Pattern terminal. Wow, there's a few interesting things here. Let's crafting terminal. That's what we want. So we're going to need an ME terminal anyway. So let's get the terminal, which is going to need illuminated panel, which is an illuminated panel made with quartz glass, glowstone, redstone. We get 3 out of it. That's pretty good. And only 2 quartz glass. Right, so how to make quartz glass again? We need normal glass and some ground up nether. So let's get... I'm definitely going to have to do some more... Oh, I was halfway through that, wasn't I? Definitely going to have to do some more mining, so we need 5 of those. Yep. Oh, and while we're waiting for that, we need... Do I have glass? No. So I'm definitely going to have to go back to the nether, find some more nether quartz. Hopefully that'll not be too hard. My nether spawn is pretty horrible on the server. I think I showed it in the first or second episode. Alright, so the quartz, the glass, and then that'll get us some panels. So I'm wondering if then, because these are flat panels, we have to put them on the side of that controller, or... Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. There we go. And we've got 6, that's pretty good. So we need some of that. Let's grab some glowstone. What was it again? And iron. Of course, always iron. Now I'm only going to make what I need at this point, just because I really don't know what I'm going to need. So I can use any panel with, wow, a formation core and an annihilation core and a logic processor. Logic is more printed silicon and a printed logic circuit, which is a logic press and gold. Oh yeah, I do have some gold. That's excellent. Now I think I have a logic press. I do. I have 2 logic presses. I'm going to take everything I need as well. Actually, what I'm going to do is, while that's going, I'm going to get some more silicon. I'm going to get the logic and gold together. Not quite enough. Let's get that. And now that, and I think it's redstone. To get the logic processor, excellent. And now just the annihilation core. There's another logic processor, flux dust and nether. And we get 2 out of that, 2 annihilation cores. And the formation core is again another logic processor. So we're going to need another 2 logic processors at least. So what are we doing? Where's the logic one? Logic in that. So we have 2 of those, and now we have the silicon press, silicon, cool. So there's a bit of work involved in this, a bit of work. And I'm wondering, I mean, they say that it's supposed to be very big in automation, so there's obviously a way to get all of this stuff automated. Given how smart this machine looks, like I'm just shift clicking them, which means it looks like, and it doesn't matter which order I shift click, it knows where to put each item. So I'm guessing that if you've got an export bus or something on this, it would be, you know, more than happy to just figure out where things need to go, which is really, really handy. So we need to grind Fluix, and Fluix is charged nether and redstone. Now, as we saw before, I am pretty low on that. So we need charged, yeah, one more nether quartz. Alright, so basically I am going to have to go away and figure out what I'm going to do for the nether quartz. I'm going to have to go for a bit of a walk around in the nether. So what I might do is I will cut this here, go for a walk in the nether, because the nether is pretty horrible. In fact, you know what, I'm gonna dump all this in the chest over here, and I will show you what the nether is like for me at the moment. It's pretty horrible. Oh, Enderman. Like, just, it doesn't matter where all that stuff goes. I might leave my diamond pickaxe as well. So in here we have my nether portal. Let's go through and I'll show you exactly how I have to get nether quartz. So I ended up on the middle of this horrible walkway. Oh, one of the other guys has been here. And he's added walls. So yeah, as you can see, this was pretty horrible. Getting glowstone was an absolute mission. I had to go all the way around here. In fact, I can see some nether quartz just up there. Just up there. So what I had to do last time is I made a walkway all the way up here. And there's the nether quartz. Alright, so turns out I'm not going to have to cut the video. I'm good to go. So yeah, I had to go all the way up, and you can see the ladder goes all the way up there, or the stairs rather go all the way up there to try and get all the bits and pieces that I needed. Mostly glowstone was horrendous. I see there's some up there. I might build a really tall tower with some really tall ladders or something on it, because I don't know what that structure is up there. I've never seen anything like that before. But it's a very horrible, like you can see on the mini-map just how horrible this location actually is. Alright, well that wasn't too bad at all. Cool, so let's throw that in there. Grab that, grab everything we might possibly need. Ignoring the the Enderman sound. Now if I push... Alright, so he is literally underneath me here somewhere. Alright, we'll ignore him. So, ME terminal, formation core. We need Certus, dust, and a logic processor. So, Certus, dust, and a logic processor. That's the formation core. And now the annihilation core is nether, dust, and the processor. So dust, nether, and the processor, annihilation core. And now we need this, the panel, annihilation, formation, ME terminal. Excellent stuff. Cool, so the terminal works. Looks like it's up the wrong way, but not quite sure how that works. But I can access the terminal anyway, which means I can get stuff out. Now let me... Terminal style. Tall center terminal. Oh, that's... Handy. This always annoys me. Shift, click. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh no, there it is. Whew. I thought it destroyed it there for a second. Wow, so that's just what a terminal looks like. I wonder what the I wonder what it looks like against one of those. Wow, it doesn't. That worries me. It looks like it's disappeared. Yeah, okay. So it's just the way it's displaying. It was putting it on the wrong way. I suspected as much. So um, that's much better. That's much better. Although, wow, it just breaks it off so quickly. Okay, so we want a crafting terminal anyway. So we need that and a calculation processor. Calculation press with pure Certus. All right, looks like I'm not going to be doing that because I do not have the calculation press. So we are just going to go like that, and now we just need a storage cell. We are going to go for, what are they like? Those are spatial ones. Okay. Wow, there's all these cool cards and stuff now. So we've got a 1K or a 4K. I usually go for 4K, so the 4K is that. Oh, we need a calculation processor. Again, so it looks like we can only make 1Ks at this point. Certus, another logic processor. I'm determined to get something storing by the time I finish this episode. Even if it's just to store the ME stuff. So we have that, we have the silicon press. And we have the logic press. So I guess if you got a few inscribers, you could have one set up for each sort of pattern. So I mean, there's only 4 patterns from the looks of it, which is, you know, handy. Says that. So there's the logic, there's calculation, there's engineering, and there's silicon. So that's pretty good. I just need to find another meteor that has that other thing that I need. So we're going to go for a 1K because that's all we can do. We need just 4 Certus and some redstone, which I think I've got on me. Certus, and yep, just enough redstone to make that. Yeah, the 4K, definitely need that calculation processor, so no luck there. And we need 2 more glass, 3 redstone and 3 iron. Look at that, I have just enough of that. I have enough glass. I need the storage and iron. 1K storage. Awesome. That goes in. That's now clear. We can put our stuff in there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I'm putting all of the ME related bits in there for now. That is now 92, 11 of 63 times. That's pretty good. I might put all of this stuff in here as well. Awesome. And Certus. And we're done. So that's pretty much how to get the next bit of Applied Energistics going. The main thing I wanted it for was storage. I mean, that's the main thing that Applied Energistics is used for. So in 2 episodes, I've managed to go from making the first machines, getting sort of the tier 1, I don't know if they call this tier 1, I'm going to call it tier 1 anyway, getting the tier 1 stuff happening with the crystals that we need, and then from there, getting some very basic power. I can see that starting to use up the power. So I'm going to need to sort my power out. I'm going to move all this. I do actually have a room underneath, so I'm going to put some power underneath. I'll have the controller, I kind of want the controller visible. They've made that really funky with the lights. So I might make the controller visible, run some power up to it, and maybe sort of control center in the middle of the room here somewhere with the power and stuff underneath. But I will leave that for next time. I'll get some power sorted in the meantime. Maybe the next episode. Maybe next episode I'll look at automating the tree situation and getting some automated coke oven stuff happening. But for now, that is a very good end for me. I've accomplished what I wanted to. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.